Scream 6 is announced for 4K and Blu-ray with a 4K Steelbook as well. The 90s action classic Cliffhanger gets a new 4K Steelbook announcement from Sony. The Tom Cruise classics Vanilla Sky and The Firm look to be getting 4K releases from Paramount. And well, look who's come crawling back as Disney is looking to get back into physical media in a big way. All this and more in the latest physical media report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, and today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 151. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of physical media. And man, do we have an amazing show for you here today. We have got some really great news to talk about. We got a lot of new announcements. We've got tons of stuff coming out this week. We've got rumors, we've got deals, we've got everything, a little bit of everything in today's show. But before we get into it, guys, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk about physical media, 4Ks and Blu-rays and all that kind of stuff every single day on this channel. So if you like that kind of thing, definitely consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, be sure to hit the like button. Hitting the like button is very important. Don't hit the dislike button. I wouldn't appreciate that. But definitely hit that like button. And then leave me a comment down below, guys, of everything that we talk about here today. What are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? And what gets your juices flowing the most? Let me know in that comment section below. And then, turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. So let's jump right into the rumors, guys. And are you guys a fan of Tom Cruise? I know I am, but we got two Tom Cruise classics coming to 4K, apparently, allegedly, on June the 20th. So again, this is a rumor right now. This is coming from Dawn of the Disc via HD Movie Source. We could be getting Vanilla Sky on 4K, which I believe this has already been rumored before, but also the 1993 film, Tom Cruise drama, The Firm, is also looking to come to 4K from Paramount, both from Paramount, on June the 20th. So with these two movies, I'm definitely excited for both of them. I actually have not seen Vanilla Sky. I've seen The Firm, but it's been a very long time. It's a very good Tom Cruise movie, so I'm excited to get that one in 4K and then rewatch it. But Vanilla Sky, I own the Paramount Presents title, which again, this is another movie from the Paramount Presents line that they're putting out in 4K. So that's a whole different topic. I've made several videos on that in the past. But Vanilla Sky in 4K, I'm definitely down for this one. Again, maybe I'll watch the 4K if I get it. I didn't watch the Blu-ray copy. I should probably watch my Blu-ray before I get the 4K. But I would be excited for a Vanilla Sky on 4K. And then The Firm, definitely I'm excited for. I don't own that in the collection at all. So both of those movies coming out on June the 20th would be pretty awesome for sure. And Paramount, look, Paramount's been killing it with the 4Ks and stuff. Now we can kind of heads or tails on whether or not the quality is going to be there. Hopefully it is for both of these. But again, we're not going to judge them until they actually put them out. But Vanilla Sky and The Firm, are you guys excited for those? Coming to 4K, let me know in that comment section below. So let's jump right into the news, guys. And this is the talk of the town this weekend. Everybody's talking about it. It made $45 million at the box office this weekend. Scream 6 is already being announced for 4K and Blu-ray with a 4K exclusive Steelbook as well. That is not a Best Buy exclusive. This is available on Amazon and all the places. I'm assuming it'll be available at Best Buy as well. I will have pre-order links for all of these in the description below if you want to pre-order Scream 6. If you saw it over the weekend, you're like, that was awesome, I loved it, I want to get Scream 6 on 4K, that link is down below. So yeah, the Scream 6 movie that came out over the weekend, I went out and saw it in the theaters. I'm actually going to be reviewing that with my wife today on our channel, Married with Media, so quick plug for that. Definitely subscribe to us. That is down below in the description. So I'll save my thoughts for that review. I'll just say I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed it, and I will most likely probably pick this movie up in 4K. So yeah, Scream 6 coming to 4K. Also got a Blu-ray announcement as well. The 4K Steelbook is awesome. I love the cover art that they used. I love that Subway Ghostface image. That is awesome. I'm glad that they used that for the Steelbook. I thought that the one that came out last year for Scream 2022 was kind of lame, if I'm being honest. I did not pick that one up. I picked up the slipcover version. I will definitely probably get the Steelbook version of this because I like it so much. Now, I also do like the poster that they use for the 4K. I think that's an awesome poster as well. All the posters for Scream 6 were really kind of cool. So I'm looking forward to Scream 6 coming out on 4K. I'll definitely buy it on 4K. And I will say, guys, this is a movie that I feel like will look extremely well with that New York setting. Some of the sequences in the movie I feel like will look extremely well in 4K. Better so than Scream 5 for sure. So I would definitely recommend that you pick this up in 4K if you get it. But there's no official release date for this yet. Paramount will be putting this out, but no official release date. I'm assuming they'll put that up at some point, but it is available for pre-order right now, guys. So let's get into the next one. Knock at the Cabin has been revealed to come out on 4K with some nice 4K cover art of the theatrical poster that they put up when the movie first came out. So the M. Night Shyamalan film will be coming to 4K. We've already talked about a 4K Steelbook coming out, but the actual 4K slipcover design has been revealed. This is supposed to be coming out early 2023 from Universal. So I imagine this one came out in February. This will probably be looking for a late April, early May release date. If I had to put money on it, I would say either one of those time frames would be good for Knock at the Cabin in 4K. But again, we've already talked about Knock at the Cabin on 4K, but it did get its official announcement that it is coming. I don't know what it is. We're going to talk about this a little bit later. With these companies, they're announcing this stuff, but no release date. Why are you guys doing that? I guess maybe they're looking to see like how much more money it can make at the box office before they announce an actual date. I don't know the process that goes into that, but again, we're going to talk about that here in a second, in a kind of negative way towards another company that I'm usually very high on. But anyways, Knock at the Cabin 4K is supposed to be coming from Universal in early 2023. I would predict April or early May for that title coming out in 4K. But Cliffhanger, guys, the Sylvester Stallone action classic is getting a 4K Steelbook from Sony on May the 30th. And this will be a 30th anniversary edition Steelbook. And this is going to have Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos as well. Now, the original Cliffhanger 4K, because I believe it came out for the 25th anniversary back in 2018, did have Dolby Atmos, but this is going to be adding in the Dolby Vision to really enhance that HDR and the picture quality. So I've already watched this on 4K last year. It looked amazing. Honestly, I watched this movie for the first time in 4K last year during my Sylvester Stallone month. Looked amazing, but with Dolby Vision, I'm expecting it to look definitely a little bit sharper, a little bit cleaner, have a little bit more of that color range. So I'm really looking forward to getting this Steelbook because I love the design on it. Like, I'm just really digging all of these Sony Steelbooks that they're putting out. They're absolutely killing it. Like, to me, you got Lionsgate and Sony's like next in line. The only thing that they're missing is the slipcovers, but I kind of like that they're not like completely trying to rip off Lionsgate. They're doing their own thing, and I think that their artwork is like second to none. Like Fright Night was incredible. Lawrence of Arabia that came out last year was incredible. I love what they just did with Air Force One and The Mask of Zorro. So Cliffhanger looks like another banging Steelbook. We don't get to see the actual like reverse artwork on this, so I'm looking forward to finally checking that out. But Cliffhanger is a great movie. It's an action movie that I cannot believe I did not watch all the time when I was a kid because I just love 90s action so much. But I have seen it, saw it for the first time last year. So I'm looking forward to owning this 4K Steelbook because as long as Sony just keeps putting quality artwork into their Steelbook releases, like I'll probably end up picking them up because I just love what they're doing with these Steelbooks right now. Maybe add interior artwork. That's my only complaint with Sony, but yeah, they're going to be adding the Dolby Vision, so you're going to get that uptick in quality. So you're going to have something extra here with this Steelbook. It's not just going to be that it's a new Steelbook. You're going to get some kind of upgrade in quality here as well. 65, which is a movie that came out this weekend starring Adam Driver, a dinosaur movie. I don't know too much about it other than it's Adam Driver. He comes back to Earth or whatever, and it's like 65 million years in the past. I don't know if it's like a time travel thing or if he's an alien, whatever. I didn't hear the best things about this movie, but it's coming to 4K and Blu-ray from Sony. No official release date yet, but we do have the actual like artwork image of this movie on 4K. I'm sure with a movie like this, from what I saw from the trailers, a lot of it's in the dark, a lot of it's in the rain. It's got a dinosaur, it's got a cool setting. I'm sure this does lend itself to a 4K, but again, I don't know how well this movie's going to do at the box office, so it's kind of puzzling that they would go ahead and announce this movie for 4K. It's kind of strange sometimes, guys, with these movies in the 4K. And Sony usually does a good job of putting most of their movies out on 4K, but Universal would just like put stuff like Megan, stuff that's like really successful, gets Blu-ray only, and then stuff like this that doesn't do very well at the box office at all gets a 4K. But again, I know that's down to the studio that's actually releasing it. It just seems sort of weird that we're getting some movies that just don't do well that get 4Ks and probably aren't going to sell well, and then you got movies that do very well and they only get Blu-rays. It's just a strange thing. But 65, let me know if you saw this movie in the theaters. What did you think of it? Should I go see it? Let me know in that comment section below. Killzone, which I never heard of this movie. I played the game though. I remember playing the Killzone games on PlayStation back in the day. But I don't know if there's any relation or not. Again, let me know in the comment section below. Killzone's coming to Blu-ray from MVD Rewind as a part of the MVD Rewind line on June the 13th. So I'm a big fan of the MVD Rewind line, so I'll probably end up picking this up because it is a line that I would like to collect all of the numbers for. That's how they get you with these numbered lines. But this looks like a cool cover, a cool movie, and I'll definitely check it out at some point. After Sun, which is an A24 film that I've been hearing some really good things about. I haven't got a chance to check it out myself, is getting a Blu-ray collector's edition. Actually, it already has a Blu-ray collector's edition that is available on the A24 shop right now, so you can get on there and check it out. I love the A24 editions that they do. I don't usually buy a lot of them, but if it's a movie that I'm really interested in, I'll check it out for sure. I got Lamb last year. That was a great edition, but this is just going to be a Blu-ray edition. Usually they'll lump 4K in there as well. From what I've seen, this is Blu-ray only. So if this is a movie you're wanting to check out, it's on the A24 website right now. I Saw the Devil is getting a Blu-ray collector's edition. This is a movie I saw probably about 5 years ago. This is a great movie, great South Korean film. And this is getting a Blu-ray collector's edition from Umbrella Entertainment, which is an Australian label, in May. So this collector's edition looks amazing. The artwork looks amazing on this cover. I will probably end up getting this because I don't own this movie in the collection. I believe I watched this on streaming. Maybe it was on Netflix or something the first time I watched it. But what an insane movie. And I wish this movie was getting a 4K actually, because I think that it would look freaking great in 4K. But yeah, this movie, if you have not seen I Saw the Devil, it's a great film. It's a revenge movie for sure, but it's one that just has so many like crazy twists and turns. It's awesome. If you have not seen I Saw the Devil, I highly recommend checking that movie out. Maybe with the Umbrella release when it comes out in May. So let's go ahead and jump into some Kino Lorber news. And this is where I'm gonna get a little negative here. So the YouTube channel Serial at Midnight, Heath over at Serial at Midnight, which is a channel that I definitely enjoy watching, did an interview with Frank Tarzi, who's like the head of acquisitions over there. He's basically responsible for the titles that they get and they put out on Blu-ray and 4K. It was a really great interview overall, but in the interview, he actually dropped some breaking news. He announced that Columbo would be coming to Blu-ray. So the entire like series Columbo will be coming to Blu-ray from Kino Lorber, which is great news. But then he dropped this, and he dropped this like right at the end, almost like it was an afterthought or something. But I picked up on it and I got very upset. But the Bug 4K, the William Friedkin's Bug, starring Michael Shannon and Ashley Judd, has been canceled. This movie has been canceled coming out on 4K, and he said that a couple other titles were canceled as well, but he wouldn't drop what those were. So this got me like, it got me thinking, but it also got me a little angry, like at Kino Lorber and just their announcing strategy, like how they choose to announce stuff. When we talk about this every week, they'll just drop announcements with no release dates on Sunday. And it's like what we just talked about with Knock at the Cabin. We drop announcements, no release dates, and then, you know, a few months later, we find out this is not coming at all. They're not doing Bug. I don't know what the circumstances were, what happened with it, if it was just something that they couldn't quite get the restoration done, or maybe they lost the rights. I don't know. He didn't really elaborate on that. It was, again, it was a great interview over at Serial at Midnight. Check Heath out over there. But it really kind of bothered me because I got to thinking, so they announced Face Off already. They announced Kindergarten Cop. They've announced Cujo. Could all of these be canceled? It's kind of crappy when you think about it because they're announcing all of this stuff and they're getting us, the fans, excited for it. And then we think we're going to get it and they pull it away and they just do it so nonchalantly. Like there's no official announcement. If I hadn't watched this interview and picked up on it, like I would not know that Bug was not coming. Maybe they'll do an announcement. I don't know. I doubt Blu-ray.com will do it. So this would just been one of those things that I would just be waiting like months and months and months for Bug on 4K to come out. And then it doesn't come out. And again, I know a lot of y'all are probably watching and you're probably like, Bug, why are you so excited about Bug, Ken? I don't know. It was a cool movie that I remember renting on DVD back in the day. And I remember enjoying it. And I feel like that was a movie that would have looked really good on 4K. Just had like a cool, like green, like bluish green, like aesthetic to it. They were like stuck in a like hotel room, like the whole movie. And I think it would have looked really good on 4K. So I was excited for it. And I was excited to rewatch the movie. So yeah, it kind of upset me that it was canceled. And just the way that he just kind of canceled it, like in the interview, and it was like it was supposed to be an official announcement, but it's like, do that kind of stuff on your website, make some kind of statement. Again, maybe he did, but it just felt like it was the first time he was sharing this, and he did it so nonchalantly. It's like, make sure that you have everything, all your ducks in a row for these movies before you announce them. Do not announce them to people and then pull back on it. And again, that's something I'll say about Scream Factory, Criterion, Arrow Video. They announce their slates month to month, and most of the time, those titles I would say 99% of the time, they end up coming out. Like every now and then something might get delayed or pushed back, but most of the time when they announce stuff, it comes out. So that's one thing I'll say, like Kino Lorber needs to change the way they announce stuff and they release stuff, maybe do things month to month like Scream Factory and Criterion, do official announcements. It just feels like every week we're getting these 4K announcements with no release date or no like window of release. And then, you know, you're getting stuff canceled. It's weird, and I wish that they wouldn't do it that way, I guess is what I'm saying. So anyways, that's the Kino Lorber news. Let me know what you think about that, though, guys, in the comment section below. I want to hear your thoughts. Really hear your thoughts on this. Let's go ahead and get into the Disney news, guys. And this is pretty freaking exciting right here. So over the weekend, I think this was maybe like Friday or Saturday or something. I remember being at work when I picked up on this. But Disney is apparently getting back into physical media in a big way, per the new CEO, Bob Iger, or the old new CEO, Bob Iger, who came back in to take over for Bob Chapek, I think was his name, who was not doing a good job. Bob Iger came back, and, you know, he's been making a lot of good decisions since he came back. You know, he's doing the whole, he's trying to like restructure Marvel. He's saying like quality over quantity, because a lot of the Marvel movies, let's be honest, guys, has kind of sucked recently. So he's making some good moves, but definitely the coolest and most exciting thing that he's, you know, announced so far was that he wants to get back into physical media. And I don't know if this was like an article in a magazine or some kind of transcript from an interview from him, but this dropped over the weekend. And this was via Ultra HD Blu-ray that I first saw this on Twitter. And it was some kind of interview with Bob Iger, and apparently he wants to revisit distributing content across all channels, including legacy home entertainment. And he said, it goes on to say that Iger believes the push towards streaming theatrical titles undermine the licensing and retail business. No crap, right? Home video at one point, as we called it, was extremely lucrative for our company, Iger says. We're looking at all of that again. The CEO believes content can coexist on traditional distribution platforms and streaming without damaging either due to differing platform audiences. Like, I could not agree more. Like, this is something I've been talking about, I feel like, for a couple of years, ever since I got this channel started and started having conversations with a bunch of people. Streaming and physical can coexist. They do in my house. I watch physical movies. I got a crap ton of movies physically back there. I also watch a lot of stuff on streaming. They both have their place. Now, I get that some people are like full-on physical media. That's all they watch. And some people are strictly physical media. There's a lot of people out there like me, like I'm sure a lot of you all out there that do both. We have our physical collections that we, you know, hold near and dear to our hearts. And we also have Netflix, and we have HBO Max, and we have all this Disney Plus and all these other streaming services. So yes, they can coexist. No crap, it doesn't have to be one or the other. It can be both. So this is very exciting that Bob Iger actually gets it. He actually gets home entertainment. You can have physical copies. Like, don't miss out on that money, because the money you can make from all these exclusives and releasing all these older films that haven't been put out on Blu-ray or 4K yet. Like, that's tons of money, like, in your pocket. Like, yes, revisit that. We're hungry. We're craving this stuff. Like, you're going to make so much money. I promise you, if you start releasing some of these old Fox titles on 4K or even Blu-ray, just all the stuff that you guys have, you're sitting on a mountain of entertainment that we all, and nostalgia that we all miss and love from our childhood. And we want it on physical media. We want it, Bob Iger. So give it to us. Give it to us good. And that sounded weird. But anyway, I just hope that this doesn't mean let's do more Marvel and Star Wars and old school Disney animated stuff. Even though I love the animated stuff from back in the 80s and all the old school, Snow White and all that stuff. I love all that stuff, but I hope this doesn't mean that we're going to do 50,000 editions of Snow White on 4K, or we're going to do the original Star Wars trilogy, a new box set of that, or I would love that too, though. I would love that too. I'm just saying I don't want only Star Wars, Marvel, and Disney animated stuff. I hope that doesn't mean we're going to ramp up in those areas and not focus on the Fox catalog that they own. Like, start looking into that stuff, Disney. Like, I don't know. This is exciting. I'm still I'm tempering my expectations. I want to wait to see what they do. I definitely still think it's a good idea that they would start to license some of their stuff out to some of these other companies like Arrow Video, Shout Factory, Criterion, even like they did with Wally last year. I still think that's a good idea, because I feel like in the hands of some of these boutique companies, it's definitely going to be better than if they did it themselves. But still, like, there's just so much stuff I want on Blu-ray that Disney owns. So like, if they could just do that, like, that would be incredible. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about the Bob Iger statements and announcements and all this stuff that he's saying in this interview. Let me know your thoughts on all that in the comment section below. Anyway, I know there's so many possibilities with this announcement. Like, it's definitely not set in stone that we could be getting all the things that we want and love and desire on home physical media anytime soon. But it's definitely a step in the right direction, and I appreciate it. I appreciate Bob Iger saying that. I am definitely a fan of Bob Iger for these statements. And it's like, who knew, guys, that, you know, cutting out a revenue stream was a bad idea? It's like, why would you just put all of your eggs in one basket, the streaming basket? That's so, like, moronic. Like, that's not how good business works. You expand, you don't decrease and narrow your focus. But anyway, that's just my thought. And Bob Iger gets it. He's a good businessman. So I'm happy with Bob Iger right now. We'll see where it goes, but I'm happy with him. But anyway, let me know your guys' thoughts. I know you guys got thoughts on Disney and physical media. Let me know in that comment section below. Let's go ahead and get into the deals, guys. And we've got some pretty cool deals going on right now. We got Heat on 4K for $9.99. We got Bodies on Blu-ray for $7.99. I actually really like this movie. It's an A24 movie. I feel like this movie got kind of crapped on when it came out, but I thought it was pretty smart, pretty enjoyable. So $7.99 for Bodies on Blu-ray. I would recommend this movie. Rocky, the 4K set, is $51.49. Look, guys, I enjoyed the hell out of this set. I thought it has like an extra documentary. It's got Rocky versus Drago. It's got 5 4K movies at the end of the day for $50. Like, that's a steal to me. Like, this is a great set. Do not buy into the hype of the sound issues and all that crap. Is it a perfect set? No, it's not. But for $50, like, that's a really good deal for the Rockies on 4K. Violent Nights on Blu-ray, guys, is $17.96. We got Top Gun Maverick on 4K for $22.99. We got The Little Mermaid on 4K, guys. We just got a trailer last night for the new movie. We got the 4K right now for $13.65, which is a great deal for that. The Friday the 13th box set is still sitting at $79.99. You guys have had every opportunity to buy this damn set. If you want to get it. I'll link that down below. Moonfall on Blu-ray for $6.99. We also got Waterboy on Blu-ray, guys, for $4.99. Now, if you look on Amazon, you can get a $1 coupon on that Waterboy, and it's $4. If you do not have Waterboy in your collection, that's one of the greatest Adam Sandler movies ever made, on Blu-ray for $4. I got it over the weekend, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I got Waterboy on Blu-ray for $4. I could not pass up that deal. There's a whole lot of 90s comedies that I don't have on Blu-ray yet. It's ridiculous. I need to grab them all. But yeah, those are the deals, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into what is new this week. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out on physical media this week. This is a pretty big week for new 4K and Blu-ray releases. Let's start it off with Streets of Fire, coming out on 4K from Shout Factory for $27.29, which is a pretty decent price for a new Shout Factory 4K release. So I love this movie. I watched it for the first time last year. Really enjoyed it. Willem Dafoe, I'm sorry, guys, I messed up his name, is a freaking powerhouse in this movie. Like, he's so maniacal and menacing and just awesome. Like, everything that you love about Willem Dafoe is encapsulated in this movie. So I couldn't recommend it enough. I just have 2 copies of it, and I don't know if I'm ready to upgrade it to 4K yet, but it comes out on 4K this week. So if you are, pick it up. We also got The Prince of Egypt coming out on 4K for $21.99. The Core, guys, The Core is coming out on 4K this week from Paramount for $21.19. So look, a good deal for The Core, I guess. If you're interested in The Core, this is like bottom tier disaster movie for me. Why do we not have Twister on 4K? Why do we not have Dante's Peak on 4K? Why do we not have Volcano on 4K? Why do we not have Armageddon on 4K? Maybe we will now, since Disney's back into physical media. Who knows? But we don't have all those on 4K. We're going to have The Core on 4K, guys. The Core is coming to 4K. Are you excited? Let me know in the comment section below. Rocky 3 is getting a 4K Steelbook this week from Best Buy and Warner Brothers for $29.99. We also got The Whale, which Brendan Fraser just won the Oscar for. I'm getting this on Blu-ray this week for sure. I'm watching this for the first time. I'm excited to watch it. Coming out from A24 and Lionsgate for $17.59. So definitely a good price for that new Blu-ray coming out. Phenomena, which I just reviewed over the weekend, is coming out on 4K from Synapse Films for $34.99. This is a re-release of the big box set that they put out last year and the Arrow Video box set that came out last year as well. Razorback is coming out on Blu-ray. Razorback for the first time on Blu-ray from Screen Factory for $27.99. $27.99. We also have The Walking Dead Season 11 coming out from Lionsgate for $34.99. We got A Man Called Otto with Tom Hanks coming out on Blu-ray from Sony for $22.99. We got Last Hurrah for Chivalry coming out from the Criterion Collection for $27.99. We also have Alice Darling coming out on Blu-ray from Lionsgate for $17.59. We've got The Apology coming out on Blu-ray from RLJE for $20.99. We got Glorious coming out on Blu-ray, which is a Shudder exclusive from RLJE for $16.59. We got Jet Li Double Feature coming out from Ronin Flicks for $19.99. We got The Grand Tour Blu-ray, which is a movie starring Jeff Daniels, coming out from Unearthed Films for $22.99. We got 4 new Warner Archive releases this week, guys. Warner Archive is really on fire this week. We have The Prince and the Showgirl for $19.99. We got Confessions of a Nazi Spy for $19.99. We got Flamingo Road for $19.99. And we got Neptune's Daughter for $19.99 as well. And we got 5 new Kino Lorber releases as well. We got Love Letters for $17.99. We got No Man is an Island for $17.99. We got Double Crossbones for $17.99. We got The Wildcat, which is a 1920s film, coming out for $19.99 as part of the Kino Classics line. Also as part of the Kino Classics line, we got Some You Run, I think I pronounced that right, for $19.99. So that's all the Kinos. We got Wild Orchard 2, Blue Movie Blue coming out from Ronin Flicks for $17.99. And we got 2 new MGM releases coming out this week. I didn't even know MGM did their own releases anymore. They usually license their stuff out, but they got 2 ones that they've done themselves. Hour of the Gun for $17.99 and Kings Go Forth for $17.99 as well. And we got Secret Defense coming out from Cohan Media Group for $19.99. And with that, guys, we are done with this week's edition of the Physical Media Report, episode 151. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Please, in that comment section below, let me know what you think of all the topics and releases and everything that we discussed here today. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, turn on those bell notifications, and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.